Is running a restaurant using organic products as easy as it should be?
We popped into Restaurant Nurin Central to chat to Executive Chef Nurdin Topham to get his views. So we've talked about the advantages of having food locally, shorter time, shorter supply chain and so on. How about organic? Has it become a little bit overused as a marketing term, do you think? Or does it still have value?
I mean, definitely it's become a brand, a kind of a lifestyle choice. And for me, organic is no benchmark for quality at all. You can have something which is produced organically with the worst type of industrial farming available to us, and people are duped into the idea that it's going to be something that's good for their health and good for the environment. Absolutely not. But for me, the ideal is organic, because you're choosing a product where if it depends on the type of accreditation that the farming is I'm going to
keep
going.
Go on,
yeah, you're right.
Please.
These are interesting things that unfortunately a lot of people in the market, they will go to a supermarket and they'll see it's organic and they will buy on faith. And they'll say, okay, because it's labeled that way, it must be correct. But I mean, you're liaising directly with farmers, going to the farms and actually being involved from the process, from growing all the way to the plate. And there's not many chefs in Hong Kong doing that. Do you think that you're at the forefront and eventually other restaurants will follow in the same pattern?
I mean, I'd like to think that what we're doing here at Restaurant Nurin is to inspire a closer look at what grows around us, and to inspire more farmers maybe to work on the land. I think traditionally here in Hong Kong, the plight of a farmer is not something that's so respected. I don't know about government support for farming. I think that's another issue. It seems that there's more of an interest to build more high-rises than actually create food, which is going to nourish us and sustain us.
So what sort of suggestions would you have for people, other restaurants who are interested in sourcing the way you guys do? What should they do to take the first step?
I think get out to the new territories and see what's out there, and meet some of the farmers and meet some of the wonderful people that are working really hard to try and grow some wonderful products.
I would think as soon as enough people start to create a demand, people will step in and fill so that there is a supply. The Key Club also sources from organic farms for their menus. Janice is chatting to Executive Chef Roland Schuller on the importance of organic vegetables and the differences that they make.
Well, I believe restaurants should take care of the health of the customer. You're responsible as a chef, because I believe toxic. We have a lot of toxic every day, and all these beautiful, nice vegetables who grow inside greenhouses. For me, is not the right thing to give to customer. As I say, customer should go out of restaurant and eat food without chemicals, because I believe in health, and the vegetable, tomato, kale, whatever can make your body fine feeling. You don't need to take any medicines. You won't suffer on cholesterol, on high blood, it can be very well balanced with vegetable. I didn't know it before, but I learned it from a professor from US who plants his vegetable. So I know, I trust him, he did it by himself, so it won't use chemicals. And he called me with vegetables, Example, he teach me like when you have problem on the liver, you take the Chinese banana and you make it dry, almost black outside. Then you can cool your liver, because he practically uses Western and Chinese medicine. So he planting the two kinds of vegetable. And like his tomato, when you have this tomato without chemicals and pesticide, you cannot stop to eat tomatoes. It's a completely different world.
Do you think that the caring for your customers' health is very important, but obviously some people turn to organic farming because it's supposed to be better for the environment. Is that a concern of yours too, or is it mostly for the diners?
Well, I think a lot of people start organic farming, but then I think most important is the soil. So why I buy from Jiangxi, say vegetable, because the soil is very clean, and people are so poor they can't buy soup. So the cleaning water, the river water, there is no.
It's all very
It's all
pristine
very clean.
environment.
Like when you go to certain parts, like in Europe, Hong Kong, that's not organic. It's not. It has nothing to do with organic.
Because of the air and
Yeah,
the water and
yeah,
the soil.
yeah.
That's true.
And of the heavy metals.
Right. Do you think that using organic vegetables means that you have all sorts of different shapes and sizes, sometimes some blemishes? It's not as perfect as the greenhouse vegetables that you mentioned earlier.
All the time is different vegetable, but I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah?
And I have to say, I make very happy ladies. Now all ladies come to me lunchtime. Oh, I want only kale. I want only tomato.
Yeah.
So I think it's the nicest thing in the world. You have a nice plate of tomato with some olive oil, sea salt, basil is enough. You don't need fish
Yeah.
and meat.
Yeah.
Maybe one time per week is okay.
Yeah. And the men, do they like it too?
Guys are a little bit difficult to change, but it's starting, But
Yeah.
of course, ladies love it. Ladies are so happy,
Yeah.
Before I had a lot of problem when I started, and then I just give people, when say like 2-3 people, I give them a plate. I say try.
Yeah.
Let me know how you feel. What's the difference? And now they're coming all back. Oh, I want again. I want again.
So when they say it's different, do they feel different? Does it taste different?
Well, they feel more light and more better, and of course it's also a price issue because it's slightly a little bit more expensive. I have to say, not much more, slightly like local vegetable. But people feel their body is fine,
Yeah,
They
yeah.
feel less heavy. When you go to restaurants, like the Chinese vegetable are very heavy. But I tell always to ladies, just eat steamed with a little bit sea salt, cut away the oils, and then you're fine,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with organics, there's a lot of different certifications, formal ones. Does it matter to you that they are certified or not, or do you does the growing method itself matter, the farm matters?
I look, well, I go every 2 weeks to the farm and have a
wow.
look. So I believe for me important is I first look the environment where it grows. Is there no factories? And then I look the soil, the water, I look around the surroundings.
Yeah.
I don't believe much in certificates. I look
Yeah.
by myself how it's really grown,
Great.
Yeah.